Yeah, there's no real easy way to say this. I know of some people right now that are going through some difficult situations, stuff that I'm really not at liberty to speak on, things that I don't really know too much that is, transpiring behind the scenes, but stuff you have an idea about, things that people say publicly, things that happen privately, other conversations and stuff that, go down, situations that you know about. But this is not why I'm here to, disclose anybody's personal information or try to, diagnose, what a person is going through. The reality is people, we all go through difficult situations. We all face things. We all have things that are life changing, earth shattering, that break us down, that strip us to the core, make us feel soulless, useless, worthless, whatever the words are saying, some things indescribable, with a feeling like, no one could really understand unless you're living in the moment. What I say though to that, for the people that need to hear it, for the folks that are willing to hear it, is that, we heal in time. We create a space. Hopefully you could create a space. Hopefully you can find yourself in a way where you begin to hash things out, to see things, with clear eyes. You got to feel the emotions sometimes. That's the reality. The reality is things are going on and, nothing seems normal. Nothing seems right. You may lose a loved one. You may go through a horrific situation. You may, have your world collapse around you. You may lose your home. You may have a divorce. Anything. You may lose a child, a loved one, a significant other, a friend, a relationship that you thought would be there. Sometimes people may make decisions that, really, affect you in a very earth shattering way, in a very, debilitating way. And sometimes all there is the pain. And like I've been taught, and I tell other people, sometimes you have to feel the pain, you have to go through it, because, like it's been said, by a wise man says, sometimes when it comes to, the storm that hits us, is no preparing, no secrets to survival. It's just getting through it. You prepare before the rain, but sometimes you're not prepared. And when the storm comes, you just try to get through it. You just try to get to a safe space. You just try to find yourself in a way and say, you know what? Let me get through each minute. Let me get through each day. And that's what I say to the people out there struggling and going through different situations and different earth-shattering, life-changing, ordeals, is that all you can do is just go minute by minute, day by day. And for the people that, want to help out and want to give the well wishes and the prayers and stuff like that, sometimes you need to really give people space and let them create agency and come back within their own time. If people want to speak to you, they will speak to you when it's time for them to speak to you. You don't try to force yourself on a person, even if you're a significant other or close to the person or a family member or close friend of the person. You want to give them their space. It may take days, it may take months, it may take years, it may never happen. But you try to give that person that space, because sometimes a situation, let's say, is a horrific thing, is a rape or something like that, or somebody's been violated in a major way. You want to give that person that space. And a lot of times we create pressure by constantly calling a person or texting a person or private messaging or DMing a person. People need just to know that they can exist in a space and not to feel any kind of way because somebody else wants them to feel a certain type of way. Sometimes people mourn and it takes them 5, 10, 20 years to mourn and overcome a situation. It's not up to us to try to figure out how to make them feel better so they don't look sad around us, or so we don't feel as bad being around them because they're going through something that we may not understand in the first place. Realistically, people need their space, especially when people go through stuff. We may not really understand what it is that they're going through, but what's important is that we respect their, ability or their right to grieve. Respect the person's right to grieve. And, pray that in time they'll get where they need to be. And I say to those folks out there, if you do get that space, that time, that opportunity, the healing does come. You just have to survive day by day, minute by minute, and you'll get there. So I pray that those struggling out there with difficult situations, that you find your healing in time. Take care. It's rough. Yeah.